Hello everyone, Highly a Comic Bro coming at you with 8.0 madness. Don't watch that. Watch this. The heavy monster sound of Highly a Comic Bro. I've been saying for a long time that I love 8.0s. Of course, I'll take higher. But I love 8.0 bronze and silvers. It's just a nice grade. Usually right in my price point for the most part, not always, but I'm always am happy with an 8.0. So I assembled a few, and I'm gonna be sharing my 8.0 slabs in my collection. I kind of got this idea because the other day Mastodon showed, I believe, 4 slabs that he had, and they were all 8.0s. There was like the, what is it, Jimmy Olsen 134, the first Dark Side. There was the first Forever People. There was a #1 New Gods, and I can't remember the other book, but they were all 8.0s. And he mentioned that that it wasn't intentional, but I loved it. So I'm gonna share my 8.0s. First one up is a book that I just recently showed on my top Silver Age books. That's Doctor Strange 169 8.0. You guys have seen this. Don't need to mention it. I wish I had more Silver Age 8.0s, but this is my only one, and it's mine, and I love it. But I do have a lot of 8.0s Bronze Age, and here they come. First one is King Size Annual, Avengers King Size Annual #9. This is not a key by any means, but I do believe it's Arsenal's. It just says Arsenal's appearance. Arsenal's this big dude right here. He's kind of like Juggernaut type. And the reason I love this book is because back in the day, someone traced this cover on that thin tracing paper, and they did an amazing job. And I don't know who it was, one of my classmates, and the tracing got back to me, and I loved it, so I kept it. Didn't know it was from this book until much later on. So when I saw this on eBay for crazy, I think this was like I said, it's not an expensive book. Maybe I got it for $20, and I couldn't pass it up. Couldn't pass it up. Next book up, Champions #1, 8.0. Great cover, awesome team. Enough said. Bronze Age 8.0. Hercules. Next up, a book that is dear to my heart. Marvel 2-in-1 Annual, King Size Annual #2. Love this book. It's the second part of a 2-issue storyline with Avengers Annual #7, I believe. Great story, great Thanos, Spiderman thing. This story blew me away. I've mentioned this several times. One of my favorite all-time reads, favorite all-time books. I do have my original. Got this one on eBay for cheap. Again, not an expensive book, but it's my Marvel 2-in-1 Annual King Size Annual #2, and I love it. Next book up, Amazing Spider-Man 135. Second Punisher appearance. I got this book a while back because I used to have this book. Of course, I don't have my original copy anymore. I got it off a spinner rack in a 7-Eleven, and I just wanted a copy back into my collection. Didn't want to spend a ton of money on it. This book, it has been going up, and it's gone up since I bought it a long time ago. But just a great classic Spider cover, and man, love it. Next book up, Doctor Strange #1. I believe this is his second series. I think the first book I showed was this first. This was his first ongoing, starting in #1. Another book. Love this cover. I just never thought I would have that 169, so I had this one way before. and I was fine with it. But then, of course, the 116, I crossed my path, got it slabbed. But anyway, bought this one slabbed, 8.0, like I said. 8.0s just look nice. They do. They usually don't have any bad creases. They usually don't have a lot of spine ticks. They present really well, in my opinion. Of course, anything higher is better, but 8.0s is like a sweet spot for me, and this is one of those books. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is another book I had to get it. I had it as a kid. One of my favorite all-time covers, Black Panther number 14. In the jaws of a T-Rex, man. It don't get much better than this. My original copy, I read it to death. Great story. Incredible run. And I'm glad it's getting its due now, man, because it was long overdue. This book did not have any love. This series didn't get any love, but now it is. 8.0. Next one, Conan, number 14, The Coming of Elric. Conan, first appearance, Elric, 8.0, perfect. Man, they just look really nice, man. 8.0s is, oof, love it, love it, love it, love it. Barry Windsor Smith. These books are gonna start. Well, they've already started creeping up. So, but love that one. Another one, Jim Starlin, love. Warlock, Strange Tales 178. I think this is the beginning of the little, I forget how many issues. I think it was like 6 issues, maybe 5 or 6 issues in this this little run right here. And awesome cover, man. Let's just look at this, all that stuff that's going on there, man. Just the power of Warlock. There's oh my god, a Bowen statue and of Warlock that is pretty badass, and this is where they get that pose for that statue. Maybe one day. Next up, a book that I was after forever and finally went after it, and again, not an expensive book, but this is the first Silver Samurai, Daredevil 111, and another badass cover. Not sure how they're fighting on it looks like a helicopter or something. So, Mile High Mayhem. He might be in a plane. I have a raw copy. I'll have to check it out. But you got Shanna, the she-devil right there. Shanna of the Jungle. I forget. Anyway, 8.0 goodness. Miss Marvel, number 1. This is the sexy Miss Marvel. Not one of my favorite books, but I'm glad I have it in my collection. Bronze Age. My collection wouldn't be complete without it. I am a Captain Marvel fan, though. He's my Marvel. Next up, recent acquisition, Daredevil 131, first Bullseye, 8.0. My sweet spot, price-wise, book-wise. And I'm just happy to have this in my collection. I'm happy to have all of these in my collection anyway. But first Bullseye, awesome villain. Hope to see him again sometime. Amazing Adventures number 11. First Furry Beast. Another book. Man, I almost bought this raw. And I was going to pay too much for a raw copy. And I got this 8.0. For, man, just a little bit more than I paid for that I would have paid for the raw. So sometimes it's worth holding out. If it's not right, pass on it. You'll be much happier if you do that, because if not, you're gonna have regret, and regret sucks. So, although we all have it, but Beast, Amazing Adventures number 11. Warlock 180, one of the ugliest covers that I just hate this cover, and it's Starling. The only thing I love about this cover, and everybody knows it, I'm kind of known as the Skull guy, but it's because of this book, because Man, I love that little skull right there. That little skull knocks it out. But nonetheless, it's the first, oh my God, what's her name? Gamora, first appearance of Gamora. Goes great with the 178. This is 180. Love it. Love it. Love the book. Don't love the cover. Next up, recent acquisition. 194 Spiderman, 194 8.0, first Black Cat. It took me a while to get this because I didn't want to spend the money on it, because I used to have like 4 or 5 copies of this back in the day when I was a kid. They used to come in 3-packs. It was like 194, 195, and 196. That was a 3-pack, and then 97, 98, 99, or something like that. Or maybe it was something along those lines. And I just had a ton of them. What happened to them, God only knows. But I just recently decided it's time to get it again. Got this for a good price. White Pages 8.0, sweet spot. It had all the fixins. Beautiful copy. Black cover. See what I'm saying? Black cover. It's just nice. Just a nice. It's 8.0. And the last book, another recent acquisition. Daredevil 168. First Elektra. In the Shadows, coming out. A must. And there you have it, guys. They spelled her name wrong, or they changed her name, her spelling later on. And great character, great book. Frank Miller. Very happy to have this in my collection. And there you have it, guys. My 8.0s. 8.0 madness. Highly a Comic Bro. Please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by and taking the time to watch my video. And I hope you enjoyed. And 8.0 madness. One step